What is going on, everybody? So I'm going to be doing the week of Monday, November 21st, 2022. This is our pre-weekly analysis call. Let's hop into dollar. Dollar had a relatively uneventful week last week, simply accumulated. Here's my last week's thoughts on price, which um, we didn't get. We really didn't get any movement. I'm going to move this. So this is also order block here. Here. Now, towards the end of the week, I directed your attention to wanting to close above this. I wanted to use this order block as support. Now that we've used it as support, cleared liquidity below it, found support at the daily BPR. I think we can see the retracement of this range. Daily swing low is in, and this third candle high is violated. So for me, we're looking at higher prices for now. I'm looking at this old monthly opening gap. This is September monthly opening gap here, but I'm also going to be looking at this daily opening gap here. Between these two candles is a void. So we have a number of PD arrays all stacking inside this area, and I'll annotate them for us here. So we're going to have this gap here. You have this fair value gap, obviously, which also has liquidity. Right? We have this fair value gap. So trading up is going to be hard for dollar. Should be hard for dollar. But we are coming off a weekly PD array, so I'm looking for this to supply enough momentum to take us up here. Last low violated is here, so I'm trying to get at least back above this. And that's above this fair value gap. So whether it be this imbalance here, daily opening gap, this fair value gap, which stacks with the monthly opening gap, as well as this balanced price range here. So you have a number of things. In this area that could act like a magnet and draw a price towards it and then repel it away. I am looking personally at like 1085. I would like this to be reached into. I like the monthly opening gap. I do like this, but if we throw a fib on it, let's see where we put. Yeah, so like this is like at the very least equilibrium. Pair that with this last low being above this fair value, like the lower fair value, the daily fair value gap. I believe we have to come back above 1077. So this fair value gap is, if we did IOFED, then this would be validated, but I want to see this price swing get rebalanced, which means we're coming back above this high, which is also above equilibrium on the fib. So I'm gonna path that out for us now. I would like something like this on the weekly time frame. Dropping down into the lower time frames, specifically the 4 hour. Here is your last low rated. Did this take liquidity? This did take a pool of liquidity here. Here's your shift in market structure. Return to origin off the order block. So I think initial target for the week will be relative equal highs inside this fair value gap. And then look at this order block stands out right here. So I think we target these equal highs, we come back into this order block, and then we seek higher prices. That's my initial look for dollar. Okay, let's hop over into indices. Specifically, start with SPY. Never really start with SPY. So far, last week's prediction for me is still in play. I still want to see indexes come lower before our next run up. Even though we did come down below this high, I want to see it run deeper, closer to this order block, this daily order block. Even though this will be a weekly order block, as we annotated last week here and here, I still think this is valid. Nothing is giving me the indication that we really want to go higher yet. Besides Dow looks like it's just accumulating, waiting to go higher. So I don't think we'll get a run. I'm looking for NAS or SPY on Dow, but I am still looking for lower prices. So I'm just gonna reuse last week's analysis here. The daily time frame. As far as how do I think we'll get lower? This is technically a failure swing. And you have equal highs. So I'd be looking at this order block for lower prices. This is your only liquidity left in this range, right? You have all of this in here. High resistance liquidity run, shift, purge, shift again. And this is where your sell program starts. One leg, two leg. And then Friday we came back up, or Thursday we come back up and run this internal liquidity. So you have this set of equal highs, one small failure swing in here below this order block, which could take us lower. NAS, same thing. Last week's analysis still intact. Daily candles respecting this weekly order block. So this is something I'll be watching. I'm not too married to anything. Monday, we don't have any high impact news. Tuesday, Wednesday, we do have delivery, high impact news delivery. And Thursday and Friday, this is going to be a low volume week, or should be a low volume week, as we have Thanksgiving and Black Friday, which are, this is kind of family season in the States. So I mean, I know I won't be trading on Thursday, and I can only imagine that being the case for most other institutions. Um, they won't be on work on Thursday, private holiday. So yeah, I'm still looking for lower prices. Like I said, I want to dig further into this. This is technically all an order block here. All these consecutive closes. I want to get into this balanced price range closer to equilibrium. I don't think we'll get down to this order block on NAS, just because we're 700 points away, but still looking for the same thing. US 30 actually doing exactly what I prescribed last week, coming right into this order block and is looking higher. So buy interest will be in US 30 if dollar wants to be bearish on the rip. It's been overwhelming the strongest, and that's just the economic outlook we're in. Tech is always going to be hit hardest first, and then the rest of the market keels over. But it also leads on the way up in a true bull market. So when we start seeing tech kick up and NAS really start to pick up speed, then we can start discussing bottoms. But for now, I don't believe it is in. But buy interest will be for me in US 30. Sell interest will be in NASDAQ and SPY. So again, I'm just going to reuse last week's analysis because there's no reason to change it. Gold behaving nicely. Still, this is my area of interest. 1740, 1730. Getting below that high on a weekly time frame. Yeah, that's it. We just need to get back below that. Weekly candle closures respecting this fair value gap. So we'll see if we decide to get more bullishness. If we continue to get bearishness, like I think we will until Q1, this buy side liquidity pool is my target, which would make a nice intermediate high on the weekly before selling lower. And that's another one I'm just going to reuse because it's still intact. All right, let's hop over to currencies. So currencies, last week was a little off. We had weak dollar to open the week. As you saw on my dollar analysis. Daily time frame, I would say I'm still looking to this fair value gap to take us higher. That means we have to go higher first for this week for dollar. I don't really see that. Four has got a nice fair value gap here. So I'd probably look there to start the week. But yeah, I do still like this fair value gap. Sorry, I had to think a little bit, even if we want to go a little bit higher inside that fair value gap, or I know there's an hourly fair value gap a little bit higher than this. Here, fair value gap. And then like that. Week. EU, EU last week's analysis still in play, so I'm just going to reuse it. Still looking for lower prices. Because the range got expanded, you know, this is still premium fair value gap, so I'd still be looking for this lower fair value gap. Moving on quickly, I'm a fan. GU, GU seems like it's been like the one. I'll put them side by side for a second. It seems like it's been the one that's been under the strongest accumulation. No, they've all been under pretty heavy accumulation. Okay. I still like my initial daily propulsion block idea. Um, even though this is providing support, this old volume imbalance provided resistance to open last week. So I will still say I'm looking for what I have been looking for since last week. And UCAD. So UCAD I've actually been really liking, really clean sell model going on right now. I do want to dig into this daily order block. Um, Last week, even on bearish dollar, um, we had bullish S&T on UCAD, which kind of tipped the dollar's hand for later in the week, Thursday and Friday for bullishness, or you know, the slow creep up we had. Um, so I am looking for higher prices on UCAD. You know, another sensitive area I'm going to mark off is the consequent encroachment of this order block here. So I will be looking for tag into this order block. Um, Preferably, I like this. I like to ideally see this. Go look at the lower time frames. So this was just ran out. These two. Two daily lows ran out. Fair value gap almost fulfill. But this is an order block as we had a break of structure here. So trading back down into this fair value gap. Let's look at this real quick. Yep, that's perfect. So this fair value gap is actual consequent encroachment of this order block here. So I'll look for price to trade back down into this fair value gap and then higher. and then lower. So this top line is going to be the higher time frame. This will be the lower time frame. And I'll take this. And that wraps it up. You guys, again, I mentioned this will be a short week for me. Thanksgiving and then Good Friday, which, for me, I'm just going to use as a day off and, do some shopping. But so I won't be with you guys towards the end of the week. I'll be with you guys Tuesday and Wednesday primarily. But let's all have a good week, even though it's short. And yeah, I'll talk to you soon.